DreAllDay.com.
Dre Baldwin, DreAllDay.com. Topic of this video is following your own advice in particular areas of life. This may not apply to every area, but I'm gonna tell you how it applies to me because this is something that happened with me personally that led me to thinking about this. So I did this a long time ago. I started writing out this document because I got a lot of assets that I've created in business over the years, like with all the content that I've created, and I've created 50 to 100 courses. I've created hundreds of actual products that could be sold, whether to on the athletic side, the mindset side, and the business side. And I've created a whole lot of material that could be made into products that could be sold if I decided to convert that material, whatever it is, into sellable products. I could easily do that with the stuff that I already have. I would be creating the thing out of the material, but it wouldn't really be new. You know what I'm saying? So the whole thing is, I started making this document a long time ago of, let's just say that before I get a chance to actually do all that stuff, let's say I retire or I pass away or whatever, I made a document that I would give to like my kids and have them, if they take over my business, take over my material, they could go and create stuff and keep selling my stuff after I'm gone. I just basically laid out what they would need to do. Like, here's how you advertise it. Here's the stuff that you should sell. This is stuff you should put out for free. Here's the stuff you can make for sale. Here's how to take the stuff that's already for sale and keep selling it. And I basically laid all this stuff out in detail, how exactly it should be done. And I had a note that something I was doing today was updating that document, because I knew I have some new things that I have now and some new ways of doing business. I needed to update that document to make sure it was up to date, even though I don't plan on retiring or being out of the game or not alive, God forbid, anytime soon. But as I'm updating the document, something dawned on me, and I thought to myself, Dre, this is exactly what you should use as your current marketing plan. Like, everything that I was laying out in there was exactly what I would tell somebody else to do if they were taking over my business and they needed to market my business for me right now. I said to myself, why not just use what I'm already writing down that I would give to some unnamed person, and why not just use this as my current marketing plan? That's exactly what I'm going to do. Because I was laying out, all right, so with coaching, this is what you need to do. These are the pieces that you have to have in place, and this is how you can set it up so that the coaching is not dependent on any one individual person. So you have the frameworks in place. And then when it comes to advertising, you need to do this. And then when it comes to these products that we're not even pushing right now, you want to push those products, you would need to put this in place. And then when it comes to, all right, here's all the free stuff you should do, here's all the material that's there that we're not even putting out right now, but if you wanted to put it out, you would do this, this, and this. And I basically made a marketing plan. I made a marketing plan that I could start implementing today. This doesn't have to be given to somebody 50 years from now to go use my stuff after I'm dead. I can start using this right now as a marketing plan. So the whole point here that I want you all to take from this is, you could take your own advice. This is the topic of this video. Taking your own advice, whatever you would tell somebody else to do with your stuff, let's say to deal with your problem, you go ahead and fix it. I remember there's this business training program that I was in, and this guy, I wasn't at the event, but this guy had like archives from old events that he had done. This is before I joined the program, and he was taking questions from the audience. And somebody in the audience, the questions had to be written down. So somebody had wrote down a question and said, what would you do if you were starting from zero right now and you had like a year to make $1 million? And the question was something like that. And they were asking the expert guy, what would you do if you had a year to make $1 million? You start from zero, just knowing everything you know now, but you don't have any of the materials that you have now. And the expert guy was like, well, who asked this question? And the person who asked the question wasn't in the room. He said, well, if the person who asked the question is not in the room, I'm not going to answer it. Then somebody in the audience was like, well, I'll take ownership of the question because I want to hear your answer. And the expert guy was like, well, all right, well, since you want me to answer the question, that's cool. We'll give you credit for the question because you're going to answer the question. And everybody laughed because he was like, oh, you know the answer. I mean, you know what the answer would be because you've been in my program. So you have a pretty good idea of what it is that I would tell you to do and how to do it. And the guy went and answered the question. And the whole point is, what I want you all to take from this is, you think about what you would tell yourself to do, or if somebody was running your business on your behalf, what you would tell them to do to get the most out of your business. You probably can come up with a pretty good answer. Even if you can't come up with an amazing, perfect answer, you you probably have some pretty good ideas. Like if I said to you right now, you had to maximize your business right now, you had to 10x your business right now, what's the first 5 things you would do to start 10xing your business? Every one of you has an answer to that question. And whatever your answers are, those are the things that you need to start doing in your business right now. Why are you not doing it? All right, these are the things you need to be doing. And this is exactly what I said to myself. Like, I'm writing all these things down. Like, why I got to pass this on to my son to do? I should be doing some of these things. I might not get to all of them, but I could at least get started. And if I'm ever thinking, all right, what's my plan now marketing-wise in business? What am I going to do moving forward? Well, there it is. I got it written down right there on paper. It's documented. So all of you can get something from this is to ask yourself the question, if you had to multiply your results right now at whatever it is that you're doing, how would you do it? Your answer to that question is exactly what you need to be doing today. It doesn't have to be theoretical. This can be a real thing. And with that said, let me tell you 2 ways that I can help you get to working on this. Number 1, I send out a text message every day called the Daily Motivation. It's free. It's guaranteed to have you focused, sharp, and on point to start your day. So for you to receive that text, all you got to do is text me at my number, which is 305-384-6894. And every day when that message comes out, you'll be getting it. The second thing is Work on Your Game University. That's the place where I do all my coaching, where I can actually coach you and walk you through and help you with not only coming up with the idea, but then implementing what we just talked about here in this video. So you want to implement that, I can help you do that. Just got to be a member of Work on Your Game University. So go to workonyourgameuniversity.com and we'll give you everything you need to get started and get working with us inside the university. And those links, the link and the phone number are both down below in the description to this video. Work on your game. Dre, all